Hello, welcome.
Thank you.
I'm so happy to see you that it's
I'm so
possible.
happy to see you too.
Welcome,
Thank you.
Mistella.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I briefly introduced the project. It's mental health exchange exchange of perspectives concerning mental health and related topics.
Yeah.
And I am very, very grateful that today I'm allowed to exchange perspectives with you, with Mistella Kyeremateng. And yeah, I'm very, very interested in and excited to get to know about diet and mental health today. Please,
Okay.
I also, before you introduce yourself, which I'm also very excited about, I just want to let the people know, please feel free if you have questions during the interview, you can write them in the chat. I will read them out later, and Ms. Della will kindly answer them for us. And yeah, so you're also invited to check out the video afterwards on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, which is Health Exchange. It's linked in my bio, and also it is written on a post in my um, on my account. So please feel free to ask, to feedback, to watch, to enjoy anything you would like to do, to learn together with me about different people's perspectives on mental health and mental health services. So yeah, my first question now would be, please, Miss Della, can you please introduce yourself a bit for us and let us a bit know about you, your profession, and also your reasons for your interest about mental health?
Okay. My name is Mistella Kyeremateng. I'm a dietitian, a registered dietitian, and yeah, I'm interested in mental health because it's a very complex aspect of life, and it's majorly involves how we relate with others, how we feel about things and everything. And that is one reason why I'm interested, because if your mental health is compromised, at the end of the day, so many things you do that will benefit you or are expected to benefit you will also be compromised. Yeah.
Thank you very much. And what's the influence of mental health actually taught during your studies? Like you said, you studied dietitian. Was it part of the studies?
Okay. Um, Not really. It wasn't an integral part of my studies, but there was something I did in my first year, which were eating disorders, which are also mental health conditions. So um, I was taught bulimia nervosa, anorexia nervosa, and then binge eating. Yeah, so these three mental health conditions were what I happened to learn as part of my studies as a dietitian. Yeah, yes, please.
Right. Okay. And so this was one aspect of it, and but you also dealt with further mental health symptoms, right? Not only eating disorders, right?
Yeah,
Like, okay, which ones?
depression.
Depression. Okay.
Yes.
So, what encouraged you to deal with the influence of like diet on mental health and mental health symptoms?
Come again, please.
Yes, please. What encouraged you to deal with the influence of diet on mental health?
Okay, so this was a personal initiative due to something personal that I went through. Yeah, I was at a very a very dicey place in my life at a point in time. Like I was depressed and I was seeking for help from various places. I spoke to a psychotherapist and everything. It was working, but it wasn't really working. And then once I was there, and it just clicked my mind. Why don't you do a little research on how food affects depression or how food contributes to depression? Yeah. So I did that, and then I found some things. I came to know that food affects depression, as in food is linked to depression, becoming depressed, and food is also linked to being able to overcome depression. Yeah.
All right. Wow. Thank you, first of all, for sharing your personal experience with us.
Yeah.
And
Well,
also, thank you very much. Much respect for that. And so what did you realize through your researches? What did you get to know about diet and mental health?
yes, please. So with respect to the depression, I found out that refined foods, like polished foods, foods that contain lower amount of fiber, contribute to depression, whereas foods like whole grains, fruits and vegetables, meat, fish help to alleviate depression. Yeah. So I started working on that. Yes, please.
So are there general recommendations for people yet now that you say it was linked to so-called depression or symptoms that people consider as depression? Is there like general recommendations of like specific food, or is it like more individual?
Okay.
Shall
So if
I
I
repeat the question?
yes, please.
All right. So, do you have general recommendations concerning like specific diet when it comes to symptoms that are considered as depression?
Yes, please. So I would recommend from personal perspective and from the researchers that I would recommend that if somebody is depressed, the person goes in for foods that are high in fiber, like as I mentioned earlier, whole grains, fruits and vegetables, seeds, and then nuts. Yes, please. And then as much as possible, try to avoid refined foods and fast foods, foods that are very fatty. Yeah. And then use more of healthy fats like omega-6 fatty acids. Yes.
So, um, when you are working as a dietitian, which mental health symptoms are you considering? So I might repeat the question. So when you're working as a dietitian, which mental health symptoms are you considering, and how do
Okay.
you consider it in your treatment?
Okay. So as a dietitian, I'm considering bulimia nervosa, and by bulimia nervosa, I mean a person eating like binge eating, that is eating huge portions or large portions of food and using dubious means like laxatives, enemas to purge out the food or bring out the food. And then there's another disorder called anorexia nervosa, where the person feels he or she is overweight or has gained more weight than he or she expects to gain, hence decides to skip meals or doesn't eat at all. And most times, those people are not really what they think they are. They may be in the normal range or not even in the normal range, but still feel like they are overweight. That is why they will do those things like skipping meals or not eating at all. So that is also a mental health disorder. And then there's the third one, which is the binge eating. For these people, they eat large portions of food and they do not use any means to bring out the food. Hence, at the end of the day, they gain weight more than they are supposed to gain. So as a dietitian and then a mental health advocate, what I'll do for them is something we call nutritional counseling. And through that nutritional counseling, the clients or the patients will get to know how and what food to eat, so that the person gets to know that I'm not overweight or I'm not underweight, or any mentality that pushes the person into engaging in all those dubious activities. We tend to alleviate that through the nutritional counseling. Yes, please. And then, as I said earlier, the depression too is one thing I'll be looking into as a dietitian.
All right. So you are like counseling, or you offer individual counseling about it, right?
Yes,
All
please.
right. And then I think when we talked before, you also offer like cooking therapy. Is that also right?
Yes, please.
Can you please tell us something about cooking therapy? That sounds awesome.
Okay. So this is for patients who are interested in the dietitian coming to their houses and then cooking for them. So I've done it before with a friend. We would shop ingredients for the patient and then go to his house and then prepare therapeutic foods for the patient, not the normal diet, therapeutic foods which are geared towards helping the patient manage whatever illness he was suffering from. Yeah, so this therapeutic cooking is more for patients who are sick and need foods that will help them manage their conditions, and at the end of the day help to prevent the risk factors associated with the condition.
All right. So you said this therapeutic cooking, this is mainly for other people who are like physically sick or
Yes,
also mentally sick.
yes, please. Mentally sick, like what I spoke about, the depression, the bulimia nervosa, and the other symptoms that I mentioned. Yes, please.
Mm. Or mentally challenged. I actually don't like to use the term of sickness sometimes because it's
Yeah,
also you don't necessarily need to like feel sick, to show mental symptoms sometimes. Yeah.
yeah,
So um let's see it from different angles. And
yes,
do you
please.
also offer actually, because this also, I think this is very nice, because I guess it can also motivate people to get back eating like their regular foods with your support and assistance. And then also, do you also cook with them? Like if people, I don't know, would like to get more
Yeah.
ideas maybe, or to to reactivate resources in within themselves. Do you also offer to cook with people, with clients?
Yes, please. That's yes, please. That's a part of my profession that I'm here to, how do I call it? Yeah, that I'm here to do. Yes, please. So for the first person that I did the cooking for, he was an old man, not too strong enough to be cooking with us. Yes, please. But for the consequent clients that I'll get, anyone that is interested in learning how to cook these foods, I'm always open to help you out. Yes, please.
All right. Okay. So my next question that I have on my paper, written on my paper, is: do you like recommend specific diets for specific mental health symptoms?
Okay. So for the ones I know, like the depression, for instance, I recommend the non-refined food products, the unprocessed food products, like the whole grains, like the seeds and nuts, and then
Would you?
taking out foods that are processed.
Could you kindly please repeat the last sentence?
Okay. So I said that with respect to the recommendation of foods for the mentally challenged people, like those who are in their depressed state, yeah, I recommend a diet we call the Mediterranean diet. Yeah, and it's majorly for heart health, but it's also recommended for people who are depressed. And this type of diet contains whole grains, nuts, seeds, and then other unrefined food products. Yes, please. And it's recommended for depressive people or people who are depressed. Yes, please.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're
So
welcome.
now that you told us so many interesting things about your work and also your experiences, I would like to get to know to what extent and how can local people get access to your services? And yeah, how can they contact you?
All right. So my Instagram handle is Kyeremateng Mistella. That is my username. So you can follow me through my Instagram, send me a message, and then I'll get you my private contact so we take it from there.
Okay. We also wrote it on the flyer, right?
Yes,
So
please. I
the
wrote it on the
flyer,
flyer.
yeah, yeah. Please find it on my highlights on my account. There's a flyer of Miss Stella highlighted. So yeah, we definitely you can find it there as well. Yes. And to what extent and how can international people get in touch with you?
Okay. So they can also follow me through my Instagram. Yeah. They can follow me through my Instagram, which is, as I said earlier, Mr. Kyeremateng Mr. Sorry. And then from there, I'll communicate with them, and then we can take it from there. Yes, please.
All right. Yeah, maybe also an interesting experience that we just think about because unfortunately, you and me, we can't see each other personally anymore,
Yes, please.
or at the moment, we can't do that. Maybe someday later in time, I hope we will see each other
Yes.
personally again. So I was so happy about your offer to do a online counseling session with you because I'm really interested and I've never thought about my diet, maybe how this could influence my mental health. So
Yes.
I'm really looking forward for this session with you.
Okay.
And I will also, of course, post some impressions of the session that I got with you on
Okay.
diet and mental health
Okay.
of my own. So, yeah, so you also offer online sessions,
Yes,
right?
please. Yes, please. I do. I offer online sessions. Yes, please.
Right. I'm really excited to cook with you together online and then also to get to know more about my, yeah, my personal diet. Um, so, but coming back to the questions, uh, suppose a miracle happens overnight and one aspect about mental health care or mental health care change for the better. How would you recognize that the miracle happened?
Oh, okay. So how I'll recognize that a miracle about mental health has happened is to wake up and then realize that people in um, various depressive states or with various mental challenges are able to go up to those they can trust, really open up to them, and then confident enough to seek for help from those people that they open up to. Yes, please. That would be a major miracle that will help me to note that there has been a change in mental health. Yes, please. When people take it personal and then try to look for help and solution. Yes, please.
All right. Thank you so much.
No.
And then I would also be interested to know what else would you like to say? What is your take-home message for people that joined us today?
Okay. So I'd like to say that mental health is a very important part of our lives, and we do not need in any way to downplay it. If a person realizes that at a point in time his or her mental health is at stake, please seek professional advice. You can talk to the dietitian, you can talk to the psychotherapist, and remember that everybody eats, and in one way or the other, what you eat affects you. So mental health, as I said earlier, is affected by what you eat. So immediately you realize that there's something wrong with your mental health, kindly seek advice from your dietitian. You can call, you can message me through my Instagram, follow and then message me, and then you will find me. I work at the Icon Health System, Icon Health Clinic at Taifa. You can find me there, and then we'll proceed with nutritional counseling or anything that we find suitable for you. So don't downplay your mental health. Take very good care of your mental health. Yes, please.
Thank you very much. Just to locate Taifa a bit more precise, can you please tell us again where is Taifa located?
Okay, so Taifa is located in Accra. If you are okay, so if you are coming from Amasaman, because I stay at Amasaman, or from Isawem, you would have to alight at Taifa Junction, and then you pick a car to Bright TV Junction. When you alight, you just ask for Toffee Pharmacy. Right behind the Toffee Pharmacy, there's there's a street where Poku Pharma Limited is located, and opposite Poku Pharma is the Icon Health Clinic. So you can locate us there. Yes, please.
All right. Thank you very, very much for sharing this context. So anyone who travels to Ghana or who stays in Ghana, please reach out to Mistella and learn about yourself, your diet, and the influence on your own health, mentally and also physically. I think the Icon Health System has a very holistic approach, right?
Yes,
So
please.
we consider like everything is considered there. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, please, for the people that joined us, we are very happy that you are with us. Please send us your questions through the chat if you like. Meanwhile, I will thank you very much, Miss Stella, for the interesting input.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. I was also asking myself, you also recommended to have like specific fish or meat. What about the people who don't eat fish and meat? Like me personally, I also don't eat fish and meat. Is there any? Do you see any effect about that, or any challenge about that, or?
No, not necessarily. So the protein plays a role on the mind, the brain, and hence mental health. So it's protein per se. So if you don't take in meat or fish, you can go in for other protein sources, which are also healthy, like mushrooms, beans, nuts, seeds, etc. Yes, please.
Thank you so much.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
All right. So let me give the people some more minutes. Maybe
Okay.
there are some other questions coming.
Okay.
And you also have like home treatment offers, right? And then also the offers to meet at the clinic, at
Yes.
the Icon Health
Please.
Clinic. Did I get it
Yes.
right?
Yes,
All right.
please.
Okay.
I have home
And then you also,
treatment.
oh, sorry.
I have home treatment offers, so I can come to you and then see you at home, or you can come to the clinic and then see us at the clinic.
And then there's also the online offer. So you're quite diverse in your services and in finding opportunities, very flexible. All right. So I would like to thank you very, very much, Miss Stella, and also for also those people who joined us tonight. I'm sorry. Um, this was very, very interesting to get to know more about diet and its influence on mental health. I think Miss Stella will come back very soon to also um, get the opportunity to share her last thoughts. Please, if you have questions, feel free to ask even if this video is done. So we will be very, very happy to answer them. And then we would also like to share the YouTube channel on which you can find this interview and also the interviews we had in the last weeks, like about physiotherapy and the integration of body and mind in this field, and then also in aromatherapy. We also got knowledge about aromatherapy and today about diet and health. So I'm quickly waiting some more minutes for Miss Stella to come back. So in case she would also like to share some words with you. And yes, feel free to also share, like, subscribe, enjoy, watch, whatever you would like to do with this account and also with the YouTube channel. It's linked in my bio and also posted on my website, like on my Instagram account site. So feel free to follow, to watch and comment, give feedbacks. If you have other interesting people who like to deal with mental health or related topics in one way or the other, feel free to connect them to me and to also, share my contact with them. I'm always happy about exchanging ideas and dealing with mental health from different angles. So feel free. And also personally, you can contact me. I'm also currently offering free crisis intervention talks, psychotherapeutic crisis intervention talks for people and families that are affected by the earthquake, indirectly or directly by the earthquakes that happened in this world. And also, if there are other crises, please make sure that people reach out and find opportunities to cope with challenges, as we all go through challenges sometimes in life. Yeah. So thank you once again. Thank you very much. Miss Stella is coming back. I'm very happy to welcome her back very soon. I guess the internet is connecting. Yes.
Oh, I'm
Hey,
so
Miss
sorry.
Stella.
Hello, I'm so sorry.
Problem. That's life. It happens, right? We just need to stay dynamic and flexible.
Yeah.
I summarized a little bit and also shared some contacts with the people out there. So please, Miss Stella, if there's anything you would like to share with the people or anything left to say from your side, feel free.
Okay. So it's basically about taking your mental health serious. Yeah. And don't let anybody play with your mental health. If someone is taking lightly your mental health, stay away from the person and try as much as possible not to allow anybody to downplay your rights and everything. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Miss Stella. I'm very, very grateful for your time that you invested today. I can't wait to experience your service. I'm so, so grateful. Thank you so much. I'm really blessed to get to know you. I think it's a very, very interesting aspect that we should also consider our health, the diet that we take, and how these things interact with different facets of health. Today was about mental health. So
Yes.
I'm very, very grateful. And for everyone who missed this interview or who would like to watch it again, please, the link is in my bio and also post it on my account. So feel free to do so. I will upload this video afterwards on the YouTube channel. Thank you so much once
Thank
again, Mistella.
you
Thank
too,
you.
Catherine. Thank you.
All right. Then I wish you a wonderful evening,
You too.
and I can't wait for our online session.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Okay. And everyone out there, also a good night to you. Take care,
You
all
too.
of you.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.